So we're going to be talking influencer boxing today. One of the top two biggest matches going on at the moment, Logan Paul versus Dillon Danis. We've all seen the back and forth on Twitter. Dillon going crazy with it, putting up pictures of his girlfriend Nina with all type of man. Fair play to her. She's there with Leonardo DiCaprio, LeBron James, and even Dillon Danis himself. But we're not talking about the verbal today, because we all know they could talk forever like they did in that fucking face-to-face. It was just crazy. He was calling her a slut to Logan's face. Logan's talking about his dad dying.
Nah,
yeah.
She dumped her ass, bro.
You're
dumped her ass
this
because
slut.
you cheated.
You're marrying
on her.
this slut.
I know that your life's gone downhill ever since you got kicked out of Marcelo's gym.
Stop.
I get it.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I get it.
You know a little bit.
Turned to alcohol, tried to drown everything out.
Yeah.
Your
I
dad
thought you wanted
passed
to do
away.
it.
You
Yeah,
lost
he
two
did.
friends.
Talk about that and see what happens.
I am.
I feel sorry for Ade, the guy in the middle. He was trying to ask questions and they were just not having it. There's a bit of sparring footage for both guys. Obviously Logan's had some fights. He's filmed YouTube videos where he's boxed before. Not all very recent. Same with Dillon. He hasn't got much recent footage, but there is footage of them out there throwing punches. What they've done before, they'll probably do again. They're not going to change that much. Once you got your style, you kind of got your style, you know. But the most recent footage of Dillon Danis sparring came out. I'll play it on the screen here. So you see Dillon kind of moving his head and then does this sort of corkscrew uppercut with his rear hand. I've never really seen that punch. I think he was feinting the overhands and then actually came up with it. Bit of a unorthodox move, but it sort of landed on his opponent. And then he rushes forward with a lead uppercut. Now, his footwork was just all over the place with it. As he throws that uppercut, his legs are actually crossed over each other, so he's not going to generate any sort of power. I don't think he's trying to anyway, but it's a bad habit if he's trying to do that with Logan, because if you get timed with a punch there and your feet are crossed over, you're going down, buddy. So he throws that lead uppercut and then he goes to the body. Yeah, nothing very impressive at all. But you got to take into consideration, this could have been their 8th, 9th, 10th round of sparring. You never know. So this is his most recent footage. But there is also footage out there of him sparring. Now, this is kickboxing, but they are throwing hands in here. And you kind of see some sort of similar combinations from him. So there you see him leading through with that rear hand and he sort of goes to throw the uppercut, but he realizes he's completely out of range. Dillon throws the first ever jab I've seen him throw, rushes forward like he seems to do quite a lot. He just kind of moves forward to get to you without moving his head, covering up, throwing something, and then boom, leads with his rear hand and then comes over the top with his right hand. So that is something he loves to do. I've realized from watching his footage. Comes with his rear hand first and then goes with his lead hand. Now, Logan Paul's probably best punch he's got in his arsenal is his uppercut. You saw him drop KSI with this. It's a punch that he can time up well. Now, the way that Dillon attacks, chucking out his rear hand like that and ducking under, makes him very susceptible to uppercut. And I have a feeling in the moment, Dillon's going to be doing a lot of ducking and chucking. Logan obviously responded to Dillon's sparring footage with his own video. So you see Logan do the uppercut, his lead uppercut, 1, 2, and then a hook to the body. So just that combination alone shows me that he's seen this pattern with Dillon as well, where Dillon's going to be ducking under and he's practicing that uppercut. I think this is definitely some bad news for Dillon. Dillon's already got the disadvantage with height, weight, strength, I would say speed. The only advantage he kind of has is he's been training martial arts for longer, but not even boxing. So the fact that Logan's training these uppercuts and it's one of his best punches gets me kind of worried for Dillon, to be honest. Now, Logan Paul's not perfect either. He's definitely got opportunities to be hit. He loves to keep his hands low and rely on his athleticism and his head movement to get out of the way of punches. But is Dillon gonna be fast enough to hit Logan and time it up properly? I'm not very sure. Forgetting their pasts and what they've done in the sport, if you just look at their sparring footage side by side, it's a mismatch. I think Logan is gonna do what he says and be able to do whatever he wants with Dillon, to be honest. Of course he's gonna get hit a few times. Like, Dillon is probably gonna be a pretty tough guy, but there's only so much you can take. If Logan really is timing his shots well and aggressive and moving Dillon back, I think it's gonna be a pretty easy night for Logan Paul. My prediction for this fight is Logan by knockout in round 3. And I think the punch that will start the combination will be the uppercut. And that'll be the one that dazes Dillon, and then he'll follow up with whatever he follows up with. But yeah, I'm pretty certain it's going to go that sort of way. I may be wrong, we'll see. Dillon might surprise me. But yeah, let me know who you guys have got in the comment. This fight is fucking entertaining nonetheless, and this whole card's looking stacked. I'm going to do a video reviewing the whole cards and doing my predictions for all the fights and how they're going to go. But yeah, man, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, peace.